Natural resources. In this lesson, we are going to learn important natural resources. Water. Water is important natural resources, and we all know the importance of water for life. There is plenty of water in our planet, but the distribution of water on Earth is not uniform. In our day-to-day life, apart from drinking, we use water for cooking, cleaning utensils, washing clothes, etc. In our routine course of life, water plays a very important role. We use water for agriculture purposes, to grow wheat, rice, pulses, vegetables, and many other food items. Water is used in industries for producing almost all the things that we use. So, we need water not only for our daily activities, but also for producing many things. Where do we get water from? We draw water from a river, spring, pond, well, or a hand pump, or from taps. Have you ever wondered where does water in the taps comes from? Water that we get from taps is also drawn from a lake or a river or a well. It is then supplied through a network of pipes. About 2/3 of the earth is covered with water. We know that maximum amount of water on earth is stored in oceans. But because of large amount of salts present in this water, it is not possible to use it directly for most applications at home, industry, or in agriculture. Yet, oceans play an important role in supplying the water that we use. Back to the oceans. Almost all land surfaces are above the level of oceans. Most of the water that falls on the land as rain and snow sooner or later goes back to the oceans. This happens in many ways. Snow in the mountains melts into water. This water flows down the mountains in the form of streams and rivers. Some of the water that falls on land as rain also flows in the form of rivers and streams. Most of the rivers cover long distances on land and ultimately fall into a sea or an ocean. However, water of some rivers flow into lakes. The rainwater also fills up the lakes and ponds. A part of the rainwater gets absorbed by the ground and seems to disappear in the soil. The rest seeps into the ground. Most of this water becomes available to us as ground. Open wells are fed by groundwater. Groundwater is the source for many lakes as well. It is also this groundwater which is drawn by a hand pump or a tube well. There are few areas where most of the land is covered with concrete. This reduces the seepage of rainwater into the ground, which ultimately affects the availability of groundwater. We now know that water brought back to the surface of the earth by rain, hail, or snow goes back to the oceans. Thus, water from the ocean and surface of the earth goes into air as vapor, returns as rain, hail, or snow, and finally goes back to the oceans. The circulation of water in this manner is known as the water cycle. Water conservation. Some ways by which we can conserve water are as follows: avoiding wastage of water, recycling water whatever possible, that is, in factories, planting trees and other vegetation, reducing water pollution by treating sewage and factory wastes before disposing them, control flooding and storage of water by building the dams, by rainwater harvesting, which consists of directing rainwater to deep holes in the ground to replenish groundwater instead of letting it run off. Rainwater harvesting. One way of increasing the availability of water is to collect rainwater and store it for later use. Collecting rainwater in this way is called rainwater harvesting. The basic idea behind rainwater harvesting is catch water where it falls. Rooftop rainwater harvesting. In this system, the rainwater is collected from the rooftop to a storage tank through pipes. Arrange one additional pipe and leave it directly into a pit in the ground. This then seeps into the soil to recharge or refill the groundwater. Another option is to allow water to go into the ground directly from the roadside drains that collect rainwater. Remember, save water as it is very precious. So that is all in this topic. Let us learn about non-renewable resource, soil, in our next topic. Till then, keep learning.